Yeah.
You're not on the other side.
No. So we'll keep it at 4.
Right now, I don't have an appropriate seat. Steady. So they might go right.
Okay, so the 22. Okay. We'll just.
Good evening. This meeting will now come to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would the recording secretary please take roll?
Ms. Peak? Present. Ms. Lopez?
Present.
Ms. Armando?
Present.
Mr. Castanedo?
Present.
And Trustee Alvarez is absent.
Thank you. Today, during closed session, the governing board voted 4-0 to approve Mr. Stefan Godawala as the new Director of Student Support Services. Mr. Godawala joins the National School District with more than 25 years of experience in education. For the past 9 years, he has served as a school leader at a specialized K-12 school where he has dedicated to supporting student services, student success, fostering positive school communities, and promoting the academic, social, and emotional well-being support for students. We're excited to welcome Mr. Godawala to the National School District leadership team and look forward to the experience, leadership, and commitment he will bring to our students, staff, and families. Please join us as we congratulating him and his new role and welcoming him to NSD family. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much. I am truly excited and honored to join the National School District team and continue to partner with everybody to continue the success of all students and build the relationships with the family and community that you've been doing for years. Again, I appreciate it. I'm excited. And now the real work begins.
All right.
Thank you. NSD plans?
We will need the pictures, so if you will join us. We're gonna walk right in the center. We do, the other, do right in the center. Sorry.
Also, during closed session, the governing board voted 4-0 to approve Dr. Francisco Lopez as the new Director of Educational Services. Dr. Lopez's journey with the National School District is a testament to his dedication and commitment to our students, staff, and community. He began his career with the He began his career with the director as the teacher from 1997 to 2001. In addition, he serves as a respected principal who will join the Educational Services Leadership Team as director. His extensive experience, deep understanding of our district, and unwavering focus on student success make him an ideal candidate for this position. Please join us as we congratulating Dr. Lopez on this well-deserved appointment and wishing him a continued success in his new role. Please say a few words.
I will say thank you. Thank you very much. This is an opportunity for me that I would like to embrace from my humble place and say thank you for the opportunity. And at the same time, I love to continue working with all my amazing people that I work around and I'm surrounded with. And of course, last time I told you that I needed to leave right away because my mom was texting me right now. She's on the phone texting me again. what is the news? What that she wants me to share the news again. So I'm glad for that, that we have positive news. Thank
And I want to correct myself because I can see it now. He began his career with the district as a teacher from 1997 to 2001. Sorry, I can see it now. It's over there, they're over there. I can't get over there. But thank you. In denial.
They're just loose on the top. They're loose. Oh, done. Okay.
Item 5, presentation. Introduce and welcome new employees. Dr. Ferris.
So we have, good evening. Thank you, guys. We have 2 new employees that are here, that are not able to be here, and I apologize. Just a second. This is my first official, so I'm a little bit nervous. Our 2 staff members could not be here today. I know I have the information, and I think
Page 12.
Julie Ann Gaceta, so these are employees that were approved in June. Julie Ann Gaceta, speech language pathologist, and Alfonso Aguilar, special education teacher for Rancho de la Nacion. I had a little bit of an introduction of what they are, their background is, and I will share it on the coming ones that I can see to find it.
Okay.
But we're excited for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 6, public communications. Public communications provides the public with an opportunity to address the board regarding an item on the agenda or other topic. Anyone wishing to address the board shall submit a request for an oral communication card. Cards are available near the entrance to the board and are to be submitted to the recording secretary. A member of the public wishing to address the board on any such matter is limited to 3 minutes on any one matter on the maximum of 5 minutes for all closed, or 5 minutes for all closed and open session, on open session matters. There should be a limit of 20 minutes for any matters unless such time limit is waived by the majority of vote of the board. Members of the public may not yield any time to other speakers. No board action can be taken. Do we have any
There are no
speakers?
speakers.
Item 7, the agenda. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Motion? Motion by Ms. Sarmiento. Second by Ms. Gates. Any discussion? Please vote.
Can I practice unanimously?
Thank you. Item 8 is to approve consent agenda routine items of business. All items listed under the consent agenda are considered routine and will be acted upon in one action item by the board. It is considered that the superintendent has recommended approval for these items. There will be no discussion prior to the time the board votes on the motion unless the members of the board, staff, or public request specific items to be discussed and or removed from the consent agenda. All items approved by the board will be deemed considered in full and adopted as recommended. Can I get a motion? Okay. Staff requested to pull item 8B for a separate vote. 8B.
Motion to approve consent agenda, pulling 8B.
Second.
Motion to approve by Ms. Gates and a second by Ms. Sarmiento, with the exception of item 8B. Any discussion? So you have a motion by Ms. Gates and a second by Ms. Sarmiento. Discussion, please vote.
And it passes unanimously.
Thank you. So for 8B, so item 8B is to ratify and approve personnel action report. Dr. Ferris?
So I'm requesting if we could amend item 8B from 6.5 hours to 6.33 hours for staff member Sylvia Gallardo. Those are the teacher hours in preschool, and it was an error.
6.5 to what, I'm sorry?
6.33, which is the actual preschool teacher hours.
Can I get a motion to amend 6.5 to 6.33 for Sylvia Gallardo?
Move to approve. Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Sarmiento and a second by Ms. Lopez. Any discussion? Seeing there's none, please vote.
And it passes unanimously.
Thank you. Item 9, general functions. Item 9A, presentation of NSD's framework of eliminating human potential. Dr. Celia?
All right, well, good evening, everyone, esteemed trustees. This evening, we have an opportunity to share with you and give you an update on our NSD framework. And so it should be found as a little document booklet there inside your blue folders for reference. But really, wanted just to, before we get started, just really say thank you and really welcome back to all of our students who had their first day of school today, and to all of our staff. Again, we welcome you back, and it was wonderful to go visit the school sites today. Lots of great energy. We had the good fortune of spending really the last 2 weeks meeting with various staff groups as we prepared to launch the new school year. And this evening, we just wanted to share some of that messaging with you too. My focus really was to share my gratitude and my excitement, but really to reinforce connections with our staff and even our PTA that we had a chance to meet with as well. We established a shared purpose and really want to look ahead at the incredible work that is in front of us. And so some of that messaging, again, wanted just to begin with saying that National District really does have such a strong foundation. It's been built by generations of educators, classified staff, leaders, families, and community members who really believe deeply in our students. As we begin this next chapter, we honor that history and we look ahead with excitement for what's coming next. As we move forward together with confidence and care, our work is about alignment and always keeping students at the center of everything that we do. Together, we serve Team NSD by helping create the conditions for strong teaching, learning, operations, staffing, communication, and student support. This is not about one person or one department. It really is about how we work together in the service of our students. A successful team isn't built around one position. It really does take all of us. Teachers, instructional assistants, office teams, our nutrition services, custodial and maintenance teams, nurses, counselors, principals, district staff, school site support staff, and really every person who helps our schools run. Every role matters because every role touches the student experience. And so our mission, vision, and values really anchor this work. Our vision is to prepare learners who are exceptionally prepared that they are innovative and compassionate world citizens. Our mission reminds us that each student deserves an exemplary education in a safe and nurturing environment. And our values are simple and powerful. Children first, relationships matter, and whatever it takes. And so, as we begin this new year, I'm pleased to be able to share with you our own NSD framework document, which encompasses our mission, vision, and values, as well as our NSD learner profile. This document is a commitment to our students, our families, and our community, and it provides a guide that sets the course for our district, ensuring that our direction is clear, purposeful, and centered on students. Now, this work has been really ongoing and been in the process of being developed really since 2022. NSD developed our profile of an NSD learner with community input, listening to student voices, various stakeholder groups. And then from 24 to 25, we worked to make that vision our reality, illuminating human potential to positively impact the world. And then over this past year, we identified the instructional practices that support this vision. And in January of 2026, we codified this in our framework for illuminating human potential. This isn't just paperwork, it's our roadmap. And the work that has been done has been deeply collaborative. Through our guiding coalition and consistent input from every single site, we have ensured that our direction reflects the voices and needs of our entire district. This truly is our collective work. So what are we building towards? It starts with the profile of an NSD learner, and we are focusing on the knowledge, skills, and mindsets our students need to thrive, not just in school, but in life, in work, and in citizenship. We're constantly asking ourselves, what characteristics do our learners truly need to succeed? I'll also emphasize here that it was intentional to put exceptionally prepared learners as the first pillar there. And that is because above all else, we want to make sure that our students are supported to reach academic proficiency, as that really is our focus. But we can't do that while ignoring these other components. As a community, we've identified these to be truly important characteristics that we want to help support our students develop. And so, if the profile is the what, our learning model is the how. It clarifies how we design, facilitate, and assess learning. The model centers on learning that is inclusive, personalized, real-world, and continuous. These are the conditions that we want to cultivate across our classrooms and schools, and this is how we can ensure that every student has a pathway to proficiency. And so as we bring it all of that together into this beautiful graphic that, again, we received a lot of input and feedback on what this might look like, but really when we as teachers, as adult facilitators of learning, when we structure learning to be inclusive, personalized, real world, and continuous, we support learners in developing the outcomes in the learner profile. And so again, the power is not in this document alone. The power is really how it will show up every day in daily practice. And why? So why are we doing all of this? I think that our entire organization, everyone in the room, understands the why. We really do have amazing students and we have amazing staff that are really already engaging in these types of experiences. We have our students hosting guests from across the country and presenting to audiences from across the county. NSD students are given unique learning opportunities that allow for hands-on learning that's igniting their own interests, and it's meant to inspire them to apply their skills to real-world activities. Students are challenged not just to learn content, but to consider how to use that knowledge to help others and to connect. They're learning how to connect, collaborate, and contribute. And they're able to see and feel the success of their accomplishments, as we can see that they're celebrated in many different activities. NSD really has so much to be proud of, and we know that we've received many, many accolades thanks to Dr. Brady's work, thanks to the work of all of our staff, our community over the past many, many years, and really just so much to be proud of and so much to celebrate. And so as we move forward with this document, with this kind of commitment that we have, we're going to continue to support staff as we learn about this, on how we can implement these ideas through professional development opportunities for our district leadership, for our site leadership meetings, and additional district-wide offerings as we continue to learn together. And so some of the messaging also that we wanted to share with our organization, with our staff, is really how are we going to be working together? And so as we do this work, this really matters. How we work together matters. We will lead with heart. We will communicate with clarity. We're going to assume positive intent. We'll support one another, and we will keep students and families at the center. The work will not always be easy, and we know that, but we can choose to do it together with respect and with trust. And so with the focus on connecting, we know our strength lies within our people. So we kicked off the year with a welcome back barbecue, and super grateful to everyone who came out for that. And with the help and support from our M&O staff, nutrition, tech departments, Executive Cabinet was able to host a really wonderful event focused on launching the year with joy and a true sense of community. We ensured that we provided also our classified staff with that same introduction into understanding our game plan, understanding our framework, because we know that each of us contribute to that work of serving our students. And so for the year ahead, this is a year for momentum, not necessarily perfection. We want to continue this work, continue to connect, to collaborate, to celebrate, and to grow. We're going to be learning together, adjusting together, and celebrating our progress together. And that is how shared vision can become shared practice. And it's how that framework will come to life. And so as leaders, we are committed to this work, and we will do it because we believe in it, and we may even have some fun while we're doing it as well. And together, we'll do that as a team. And so again, just wanted to share some of that information with you. This was shared in many different venues with the whole group, with our leadership team, our classified staff, with different groups as we kind of introduce this framework. And it's really a continuing the work that's been happening, and really just making sure that we all have that messaging, understand it, and again, we wanted to take the opportunity to share it with you too. Any other questions?
Nice work, thank you.
Sure. I just want to say thank you again for stepping into this new role. Very excited to see how you're carrying out this vision in this new school year. So thank you and congratulations on your first day. So
Thank you.
our first day.
First board meeting, not first day.
Yeah, first board meeting.
First day of school year.
Not a first.
Thanks, Ms. Gates.
Yeah, thank you for this. Like this has been, as we all see, it's been years in the making. And so it's had many different sets of hands on it. And one of the things I appreciate, honestly, is that you have not disregarded the work that's already been done. you're acknowledging and seeing the value of it and asking us to join you in acknowledging that value as we move forward. I truly appreciate that. I'm gonna ask, one of the things that you, like we pointed out, is the piece of assessing learning as we go. And this is just because I know our school district utilizes iReady. Many school districts do. But iReady has had some substantial pushback this last school year. And so I am interested in knowing in the classroom, because usually, especially with a program like this, iReady is going to ask for a substantial amount of time from students, with teachers intentionally working with it and teachers intentionally engaging with it on their students' behalf. It requires monitoring. It also is one of those things that takes time from purpose. I'm not sure how I want to word it, so forgive me. From purposeful teaching on the part of the teacher and engagement from the teacher with the student, and places it in the hands of the computer. What is the true benefit that we are seeing, or lack of benefit, in this particular program, knowing that it is one of our major assessment tools? And not intervention, but support tools. And so I'm thankful for the presentation, and like I said, very thankful for that next step. It triggered a thought with that. How is this thing that we are investing a lot in, is it investing back in our kids? And that doesn't have to be a right now, but I would like to know.
Yes, we will definitely kind of think about that, and I think there's a lot of thoughts that I have as well on that piece. I think the main thing is that we're obviously not dependent on one sole assessment. There has been a lot of talk around iReady, the effectiveness, how is it used, and I think we're really looking at all of our programs to ensure that the investment, not just the financial investment, but the time investment of something being implemented in the classroom, that we want to make sure that it's yielding us what we need. So I think initially the idea of bringing on iReady was to have a separate, consistent assessment that we can look at and track data with. But I hear what you're saying, because the other piece to iReady is the kind of that platform of practice and usage. And so they're kind of two components of the same program. But I think it brings up a lot of great questions of how we're using technology, how are we using assessments, because they really should be able to inform instruction and to make decisions off of it. So I think that those are questions that we're going to have to dig into to really also have a sense as we learn more how are teachers using iReady. We look at the information, we do disaggregate the data, so it's very helpful in that. So it's not just like a CAS that's at the end of the year. So it does happen. It is one of our consistent tools that we have, meaning that everyone gets to use it, which is very helpful in comparing apples to apples. But I hear what you're saying as far as the concerns with the platform itself. It is something for us to be looking at, especially now that we have a couple of other assessments that are being rolled out on the literacy side with the required reading screener that all of K2 is having to do. And then we actually are rolling out the same assessment for grades 3 through 6, which is going to also give us some continuity of data and information. So it certainly is an opportune time for us to have those discussions and probably get some teacher input as well and see what the best course of action is.
I'm not trying to add work or buck a system, but, you know, when we were first told about this program, the idea was iReady gave you direct correlation and growth to what you would see on test scores. And on the one hand, that's a lovely thing, but I think you know by now that test scores are a culmination of about 2 days of our children's 180 days. And they are learning the whole 178 other ones. And so what we truly do is exemplified in the 178 other ones, not just the 2 days they happen to test. And so that's how it was touted though, was if you see increases in iReady, you will see increases in testing scores. But that's part of what's been brought into question, is if that's actually real. And so for me, it's this huge amalgamation of a mess of how much do I really want our students focusing on those 2 testing total add up that time days versus how much I really want them to be learning. And I really want them to be engaging, and I really want them to be making connections and having sparks fly. That's what I want.
Exactly.
And hope for our kids, which is what this is asking us and calling us to.
Exactly, and that really
So-
does refer to that as far as when we talk about how do we assess learning. We recognize, I think, you know, in the wisdom of this district of people who contributed to that document is to know that it's not just about an iReady score or a CASP score. That kids, we should be assessing learning in other ways too and giving them opportunities to demonstrate their learning in other ways. So just trying to kind of support our staff and thinking about, and I know it's happening already out there, so it's just trying to bring that and kind of highlight those great practices. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Dr. Celia. Item 9B is to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting held on June 24, 2026. Item. So. Okay. Sorry. So we have a motion by Ms. Lopez. Can you get a second?
Second.
So I have a motion by Ms. Lopez and a second by Ms. Sarmiento. Any discussion? If not, please vote.
And that's a 3 yes, 1 abstain.
Thank you. Okay. Item 9C is to approve the minutes of a special board meeting held on July 16, 2026.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Gates, a second by Ms. Sarmiento. Any discussion? Okay. If not, please vote.
And passes unanimously.
Thank you. Item 9D is to ratify employment agreement with Richard Holzer, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. Can I get a motion?
Second.
A motion by Ms. Lopez and a second by Ms. Gates. Any discussion? Please vote.
And passes unanimously.
Thank you. Where's that? I've never heard of.
I didn't think about that.
So
Item 9E is to ratify employment agreement with Lynette Barris, ED.
So moved.
I'm not. Okay.
I was
Which is-
eager.
This is Superintendent of Human Resources. We have a motion by Ms. Sarmiento, second by Ms. Gates. Do we have any discussion? Do we have any comments? Do we have any motions? I heard a right. Okay. Please vote.
And it passes unanimously.
Thank you. Congratulations, the two of you. All right. Item 10, we have 10A, to authorize National School District to submit the consolidated application for funding categorical aid programs. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Gates, second by Ms. Lopez. Any discussion? None, please vote.
And it passes unanimously.
Thank you. Item 11, we have no items under 11. Item 12, 12A is to amend CT 3968 with SGPA to extend construction administration services for the warehouse freezer.
Move with question.
Second.
We have a motion by Ms. Gates, second by Ms. Lopez. Ms. Gates?
Can you clarify for us? Because like our freezer has come up and we have approved things and I see that some other things are being done, but just for the benefit of all of us. Because another question I have is, if we don't have that massive, huge, really cool freezer to, on lots of levels cool, where's our stuff? So I have all those questions. Dr. Carr.
Those are all great questions, Trustee Gates, and I'll share a little bit with you. So a few things to note. The warehouse freezer is a replacement project that is being paid for from our Fund 13 Child Nutrition Fund. It does not impact the unrestricted general fund in any way. And this project precedes me a little bit. The first board approval for SGPA design services was in October 17th of 2024 during Dr. Burke's time. And so design was done to replace the freezer. And one of the things is that it's very difficult to see under the freezer when it is in place. And that is the reason for this particular amendment that you see here before you today. So the design work did occur for the replacement of the freezer. However, it did assume that the existing slab was of a certain condition that it could house another freezer without any additional design services or anything of that nature. When the freezer was pulled up, it was realized that there were some issues with the slab. There was some dipping in some areas, not uniformly across the area of the slab. And that required a couple of different upgrades, some upgrades to the slab itself, and then as a result, some upgrades that will need to occur to the shear, the walls that hold up the freezer itself. All of that work then goes back to the Division of State Architecture because it is a DSA project. Is currently, it went back in two packages. One package has come back to us approved. One package is in the midst of their review still. I think that answers a little bit about where we are. Because this is, unforeseen work, anytime you're digging in the ground or going underneath things, there is a possibility that more work can be realized. This is not an increased cost for the same work. Their original proposal referenced that it assumed the existing slab was appropriate and that additional fees could be added if that wasn't the case, if it led to more design work. That will also mean that there could be additional work realized from contractors as well, right? So it's not just the design work that could be an increase in cost, it could be an increase in cost for the building as well. Then your last question, which was probably the most fun one, is how are we cooling things in the meantime? And I thought about making a joke about hot lunches, but instead I'll just answer the question.
Melted lunches, there's a difference.
We are able to rent freezers, and they end up kind of looking like storage containers, but they are freezers, and then they are portable. And it's a very common thing that if your freezer's down or you're in the middle of maintenance or construction on a freezer, that you have those available to you. And we have some down on the lower lab.
Thank you.
Any additional questions or? I had the same question, so thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion by Ms. Gates and a second by Ms. Lopez. If no additional questions, please vote.
Item passes unanimously.
Thank you. Item 12B is to accept donations. Can I get a motion?
Move to accept.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Sarmiento, a second by Ms. Lopez.
With thanks.
Thank you. Please vote.
Item passes unanimously.
Thank you. Board Cabinet Communications, Ms. Gates.
So, thank you. I will start with, we had mentioned at I think the last board meeting that I was at, being transparent about, as transparent as is appropriate about when we are not available at meetings. So I did want to mention the June meetings. I was not just out of town, I was out of the country. For both of those meetings, and so thank you to the rest of the board and to cabinet for doing all the things that needed to be done during that time while I was unavailable. And that also means that I didn't get to say thank you to Central and its sixth grade team and to all of the staff and principal and everyone there who welcomed me and let me celebrate with the sixth grade promoted class at the end of the year. So thank you to Central. You've got a killer PTA going on there. They are, and a lot of them were apparently kinder parents. So a fantastic future that was set up beautifully, and the way that they took time to honor kids and families just really, really matters. And so thank you to them. Congratulations on day one for everyone. We now have 179 days. Yeah, but yeah, good luck on this first few days of school, and I wish all of you a beautiful year in which you truly get to celebrate the students who are in your classrooms. A reminder, because it is the beginning of the year, for us as a board, our trainings and volunteer packets are due for back to school. The board made that part of our policy that we are also accountable to all of those things. We made that policy 3 or 4 years ago to make sure that we participated to the fullest extent that's appropriate and all of that too. So when we are on campuses, that we also have received the training that's appropriate for being around your children. And then also our PTAs. So feel free to look at Totem online and look for your school's PTA and join the PTAs that are at our various sites. That the membership fees tend to be small, but they have a powerful impact, and your presence on PTA has it even more so one. So thank you for all of that.
Thank you. Ms. Lopez?
Thank you. I again want to say welcome to Mr. Galewala, and congratulations again, o felicidades, Dr. Lopez, on your new role. I also wanted to share that this summer I had the opportunity to walk through our summer programming with Mr. Sanchez and Dr. Filia. I believe also Dr. Grady for our first visit, and I really love seeing the imagination stations through Work Ed. Thank you again to our teachers who worked this summer. It's greatly appreciated. And then about 2 weeks ago, we also were able to see the Blocks to Bytes Rover building, which was really nice, where I just been telling our partners and families and just everyone outside how our students learn circuitry. I still don't know how that works in the terms of wires. I try to build one myself, but it was really awesome to see the students building it themselves and putting it together, and also be able to explain on their breadboard, and then they program the chip. I don't know how that works, but they do, so that's awesome. So thank you again to our vendor for that educational opportunity for our students. And lastly, hope everyone had a great first day of school today. Special shout out to my daughter Darla, who started second grade today. Thank you.
Funny you mentioned about them working on the boards. I used to tell people the reason I had so many kids was just to help me to program the time on my VCR. Times have changed. But also, congratulations to Mr. Oser and Dr. Ferris. You're official now, so now comes the hard work. Just wait. We're being nice up until now. Also, welcome to Mr. Cutwaller, as well as congratulations to Dr. Lopez. And welcome back to the students. I was at Palmer Way today, did a little bit of a tour, and man, they have a nice breeze up there on top where the garden is. But anyways, I sat out there waiting for my grandson to get out. I got to meet his teacher, who was a long-term sub last year, and now he's permanent, I believe, and had some good vibes, good feelings about that, and as well as with the new principal. So I'm looking forward to good times there. Also, you mentioned about the volunteer packet. I remember a while back, nobody ever filled those out, but they're so important because it says, have you had your TB test done, and all the important things that we need to have to be around those special ed and special need kids. So it's very important. In fact, Dr. Filia, if you could send us the volunteer packets so that we could go and bring it back, then I don't have to go get it. Yeah, that's great. And PTAs, you mentioned that too. I was a PTA past president, and good times, good days, and it's so important. The work that they do is so important. And, you know, they're responsible for bringing milk to the schools as well as hot lunches. So they did a lot of good things many, many years ago and continue to do. Yeah, there's real milk where all they have is water. You know, they're not milking cows.
I'm just teasing you.
What did I do? That's all I have. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Just kidding. Dr. Cochran.
I can take it.
Thank you, Trustee Betancourt Castaneda. So I think during our welcome back to staff, one of the messages that's been cascading, especially with the popularity of the World Cup, is the fact that we really are a team and that we all do very, very different work. But it takes all of that work amongst all of those team members to make this incredible product for our students and our families, which is this school day that we provide for everyone. So I just want to take a minute, as we visited all of the schools today and our sites even here at the district as well, and say thank you to our groundskeepers, our skilled maintenance workers, our custodial teams, bus drivers, bus attendants, our purchasing team, our buyers, our delivery drivers, our storekeepers, our kitchen managers, our child nutrition staff, our payroll and accounting team, our IT site techs, our school resource officers. As you write all of that down, the list just goes on and on and on, how much it takes a team to really pull off what we pull off for the community every day. So I just want to say thank you to all those individuals for all of their hard work. It was a great first day today, and it can be even better as we move forward. Looking forward to the school year. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Ferris?
First of all, I want to start by acknowledging I found my notes about our two new employees. So Mrs. Gaceta has over 7 years of experience as a speech language pathologist. She holds a bachelor's degree in child and family development from San Diego State and a master's degree in communication disorders from San Francisco State University. And Mr. Alfonso Aguilar, which we were in his class today, SDC classroom. Mr. Aguilar has over a year of experience as an SDC classroom teacher. He holds a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies from Northern Arizona University and a master's degree in early childhood special education from University of Massachusetts Global. I also want to share a huge thank you to everyone who's welcomed me and to our associations, because we've had a couple of meetings and they have been great, positive, lots of communication and collaboration. So thank you to the associations, to everyone that's been extremely collaborative, welcoming, to Dr. Philia for her guidance, and to my family for their support and understanding of the transition. So thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Olter?
I'd like to give a really huge shout out to the remarkable efforts by teachers, administrators, certificated and classified staff to prepare for this amazing launch to the school year. I like to think of the students' learning experience as an iceberg. Today, we had the great pleasure of visiting all 10 schools, and what we saw was what was above the surface of the water. But what you couldn't see today was all of the preparation by the massive amount of people who helped make today incredibly successful. All the planning by the teachers and certificated staff, the preparation of the classrooms, all the incredible work by our classified staff in getting our campuses looking so amazing. All the work from everyone who was involved, our PTA, obviously our administrators, just so many people who actually made today look so pristine. And so I know that that doesn't happen by accident. A lot of incredible work to make that look amazing. And it did today as we visit all 10 schools. I'd also like to share that we are launching a new communication tool. Today is the first day of it. It's Class Dojo. All of our teachers and staff have been trained on this new tool. And the intent is really to strengthen the communication between home and school. We know that communication network leads to an amazing partnership. And so we're excited about the new possibilities with Class Dojo, streamlining not just the communication, but the opportunity to celebrate our students through photos and videos. And so it's going to be really exciting to see Class Dojo in action. So today was day one of it, and great things will happen as a result. And once again, thank you to the board and the cabinet for all the support. Truly is amazing to be here. Thank you. Glad to be part of the NSD team.
Thank you. Dr. Graham?
Yes, well, so many accolades, right, for all of our staff. Just happy first day. It was wonderful. We did have a chance to visit all the school sites, and they all looked amazing. Happy kids, happy staff. It was really a great energy out there. Additionally, as a district, we really committed to kind of implementing something a little new in that we wanted to do a week of welcome. So these are WOW days is what we have right now going on. And we wanted to really make sure and be overt to our staff that we really want to lean in on the importance of making sure that our kids are connected and that they feel that sense of belonging, that teachers, that staff feel that they have that permission to spend time on that, to spend time on the relationships, on building your class culture and kind of establishing the routines of those types of things. Sometimes there's a lot of pressure on our teachers because they all want to just do their best and want to dig in on the first day and start, giving an iReady test. And so we purposely kind of stated that that's not what we wanted to see happen, and that everyone has that permission to spend the time to build those connections with their students and with families. And so it's been really wonderful to see everybody rally around that. We saw some really great displays to welcome all the students and families for the first day. So just very grateful to all of our staff for that. And we're excited to see the new year get going.
Thank you. Well, I would like to begin by welcoming everybody back, our family, staff, students of most importantly. And hope everybody had a very restful summer, because as you know, it's gonna be a long year. But I also wanted to welcome everybody up here. Well, Dr. Cochran, you too, because, you know, you're part of the team. So I don't want to leave you out. You're still fairly new. But this is your guys' first board meeting, so would like to congratulate you on your first board meeting, and we didn't have to keep you too late. But thank you for being a part of the NSC family, and you know, welcome. I know this is not your first year, but your first board meeting as the new superintendent. So welcome. I'd like to congratulate Mr. Golowala. Said that right? Yes. Good. And Ms. Dr. Lopez on Mr. Golowala to be part of our NSC family, and also Dr. Lopez and his promotion. So he's already part of our family. But I wanted to, like I said, welcome everybody back. It's going to be very busy year, and it's going to be very hot. So hopefully our kids stay hydrated. Please, families, remind our students to come very properly dressed, because it's been very hot. It's very important. Sometimes they don't remember to stay hydrated days before, because it is something that it's not from the day of, it's days before. With that being said, I wanted to, I think I have an assignment. Something that was left from Mrs. Avalos.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a cake that was left behind to congratulate Dr. Correa and to stay behind for some cake to wish you well on your first day after the board. So please stay behind so we can celebrate and enjoy. With that being said, this meeting is now adjourned.
Congratulations.